cold. After all, I am in the LA studios. The sun will be shining outside all day long. It'll be close to 80 degrees, if not higher. I am feeling very, very good, or at least I was, until I saw that atrocity, which was the Los Angeles Lakers last night. All I have to say, Janae, is Lord have mercy. First takes in the house. Let's go.
Good morning, everybody. What's going on? Welcome into First Take. As you can see, S.A., Chanae, good to see you, girl. Louis Riddick, Sam Acho will be here as well. And you know where we're starting. That would be L.A. versus L.A. So let's get it. Last night, the Lake Show came up short again. This is the Clippers' 7th straight win versus the Lakers. This time, easy work, though, by 21 points. Reggie Jackson, he had a big night. He put up 36. The Clippers shot 17 of 27 on threes. As far as the purple and gold, though, LeBron had 26, 8, and 4. Here's LeBron and Russ. Westbrook, he's keeping an open mind.
Everything's the opposite of what you envisioned. Has that been hard for you, especially considering your stature, your credentials, to absorb?
What did I envision?
I would imagine some wins.
I mean, you said, based on what I envisioned, I want to know what you think I envisioned.
You envisioned coming here and winning a championship, or at least being.
Is the season over?
It certainly isn't on.
Is the season over?
No, sir.
Thank you. I had no expectations. The last 4 years of me, I've been on different teams 4 times, so my envision of kind of thinking everything gonna be peaches and cream, that's not realistic. That's not life.
I mean, they're a better team. You got to get a win. I don't even look at this point. I don't even look at the record or the standings. I look at the next opponent and in between days, what do we not do so well? What do we do well? How can we continue to push and get a win?
All right, the Lakers currently 9th in the West, the Clips 8th. Stephen A., you were at the game last night.
Yes, I was.
Just give me your reaction to just everything at Staples, now crypto.com, right?
The Los Angeles Lakers made me want to throw up. And I think that I speak for every basketball fan, especially those people that were in the Staples Center with myself last night, who simply wanted to throw up. For the first time in the history of the Los Angeles Lakers, we heard a Laker say, the Clippers were a better team. I want somebody to tell me where they could find that sound of anyone, from the days of George Mikan when the Clippers didn't exist, to the days of Wilt Chamberlain and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Irvin Magic Johnson and James Worthy and Shaq and Kobe. You could go Eldon Campbell and Nick Van Exel with Eddie Jones. I challenge anybody to find me sound at any time, even when Lob City was in Los Angeles and the Lakers were missing the playoffs in the aftermath of the torn Achilles heel from Kobe, and obviously the Lakers franchise nosedived from there and had a 6-year absence from the postseason. I challenge anybody to find me a Los Angeles Laker in history that said, well, the Clippers are just a better team. Not only did we hear that from last night, we heard that from the second greatest player in the history of basketball, as far as I'm concerned, in Mr. LeBron James. Now, I know there's some culpability that he has because of this roster that was assembled, but I'm not going to hold him accountable for what I see him doing on the court outside of his body language. There's a level of frustration here that as a human being, you can only say, Janae, hey, listen, he's human, because, damn it, you can't help but be frustrated. I mean, this is what happens when your stomach is churning and you're about to throw up, because that's what the hell was happening with the Los Angeles Lakers last night. Ladies and gentlemen, it is bad. It is an embarrassment. And I told y'all before the trading deadline that a change needed to be made. I thought change was coming because Magic Johnson had tipped everybody off. This is unacceptable stuff. And it was last night. Reggie Jackson put on a show.
Yeah, he did.
Now, this brother can ball.
And he's been doing that.
His brother can ball, but he put on a show, okay? But let me tell you this, Janae. Even though he put on a show, let's put this stuff in perspective. LeBron James uttered that they were a better team. This is without Kawhi Leonard and without Paul George, who was both on the bench, laughing and cheering. Laughing and cheering. Reggie Jackson was literally dancing on people and laughing about it and was going at him, going at Russell Westbrook, going at LeBron James, and was looking for them, literally calling plays and screens and picks to put himself in a matchup against future Hall of Famers. That's what Reggie Jackson was doing. Ty Lue, we just gonna stand up and not ignore and just sit here and ignore the fact that this is one of the greatest coaches in the game today, arguably the best coach in basketball. Does anybody notice the job that he's doing? Why do I bring him up even more? Because he was supposed to be a Laker. He was supposed to be a Laker. But Jeannie Buss listened to Linda and Kurt Rambis. Okay, I don't know why. I don't know why.
Well, Frank Vogel delivered one championship.
Wait a minute. I'm getting ready to get to him. This is before him. I don't know why they listened to Kurt Rambis. Okay? And I'll be at the Staples Center Saturday in case you're looking for me. I don't know why they picked him. Now, I know the man's a champion as a player. But we know what he was as a coach and an executive. What the hell are you listening to them for? And they want to pick staffs. So you lose Jason Kidd. You lose Ty Lue. You lose Monty Williams.
Yeah,
you settle on Frank Vogel, who did deliver a championship, but in the end, now we got an age-old roster. They're the 26th ranked defense in the National Basketball Association. Why Frank Vogel got the job? Because of his defense, his defensive mind. This is bad all around. And I'm going to give it to you right now, but I'm going to save coming back to Russell Westbrook. I would ask you as a favor to save that part for me.
No, I got you.
Ahead.
I only have one follow-up question. Is your stomach better after watching the Lakers? Because Molly and I might need to be careful.
I'm okay now. I drank some ginger ale last night.
That fixes everything,
My grandmother, always the ginger ale in the fridge.
And this morning, I ate some oatmeal.
Good.
And
Good. You settled it down.
And I settled it down and all of that stuff. So I'm all right now.
Good.
But had you been near me last night, I might have threw up on you.
Okay, yeah, that's why I'm not going to stay near you when we're at the game on Saturday together. What I will say to answer your question, Molly, is, as someone that currently plays for the city of Los Angeles, the Los Angeles Sparks, it's hard to lose hope on a LA squad. I mean, we're coming off of the Super Bowl where the Rams won, right? So you always feel like you have a chance. But this Lakers team, it's just really difficult watching them because it seems like they're playing uninspired basketball at the time where they really needed to play great basketball the most. I believe they have one of the toughest schedules remaining, and after All-Star break where they knew that they had to make this push, and we had conversations about joint parades and things like that, they went 0-4.
Kendrick Perkins and Zach Lowe. And Zach, could the Lakers miss the play-in at this point?
If they keep losing every game, they're in danger of missing the play-in. But look, circumstances are what they are. They should be safe. Portland is 2 games back, but Portland is sitting everybody they can sit. They're not trying to win anymore organizationally. After that, it's San Antonio. The Lakers have 4 games on them. If they can't hold off those teams, if they can't hold off that margin and stay in 10th with LeBron James and Russell Westbrook on their team playing healthy, let alone when AD comes back, then I don't even know what to say anymore about this team. I will say this. They've got Golden State Saturday on ABC. And after that, they have San Antonio, who's chasing them, Houston, and Washington. If they go 1-2 or 0-3 somehow in those 3 games, it's DEFCON 1 for the Lakers. Let's go 2-1. At least win 2 out of 3. Calm the waters a little bit. But if those games are a problem, we are on high alert for an all-time collapse.
Oh, and you think about it. We talked about favored to win 3 of their last 20. Now, I'm not so good at math, but I just wrote it out. That would leave them at 30-52. Perk, that is not a playoff team. What do you see in this team in terms of their ability to even get in the playoffs?
They're not. And, Ryan, I haven't been on here with you in a while, but Zach noticed I'm exhausted and so tired of talking about the Lakers. I told y'all this months ago that, look, the Lakers are irrelevant. I don't know why we still have them on television. I don't know why we got to keep talking about them like they're going to turn the corner. They are who they are. When a team, a person show you who they are, believe them. Believe them.
Yeah, but I got to push back. They brought in Westbrook. This was a big 3. People were favoring them to win the title. And at this point, I got to say, but what do you do with a guy like LeBron, who everybody thought this was possibly a championship year for him?
you sit him down. You sit him down. A guy that's in year 19, that's 37 years old, that's banged up, that's out there giving it his all, and his teammates are not.